The pitch. Hard on the ground. Gloved by McElpatrick. Throw to second one. Throw to first. Double play. Northwestern gets out of the inning. And we're heading to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch in Evanston. The pitch. Kucharak into left center field. It's down! Northwestern wins the game! Preston Nottin to score. They run towards second, and the celebrations begin. Northwestern avoids the sweep, and they beat the Big Ten leading Iowa Hawkeyes on a Sunday afternoon in Evanston. Darius, how about it? Here it comes. Blasted, center field. This could be. Back is Maroknik. It is gone! Northwestern, say hello to your new home run king, Trent Liolis. Here it comes to Maroknik, up the middle. Hand moving over on the forehand. He throws. Beautiful play with the scoop by Gannis at first. Oh, man. Flashing the leather is Jacob Hand all throughout this game today. He sure is battling. Here it is from Steele. A swing and a line drive into center field. Back is Kling. He's going to make a miraculous catch near the warning track. Had to twist his body to catch it, but he hauls it in, and Northwestern strands 3. They leave the bases loaded. They do not score a run, and the score remains 6-0. The pitch roped on the ground past the outstretched glove of Cooper down the third base line, and ricochets off of the wall. Chasing after it is Illich. 1 scores, 2 coming in easily, and call that a double. Pinch hit, yes sir, Griffin Mills. McElpatrick crushes this one. Deep left field, it is gone. See you later.
There you go.
Owen McElpatrick leaving no doubts. As the pitch comes on the ground, diving is the third baseman Cooper. Over to second base on a 1-hop in time. Jack Grunkmeyer into the game. The side armor, the first year for Northwestern. He's had some really nice outings lately, Charlie.
Yes, he has, especially his last time pitching and a midweek game versus UIC in that walk-off win thanks to the hand of Jacob Hand. In 4 innings pitched, only allowed 2 hits, 1 run, and it was an earned run, 4 walks, had 2 strikeouts, and one of those hits he gave up was a double. Also hit 1 player by pitch. It's not as bad as when against Notre Dame, he did hit 5 batters, but
he's a hot and cold pitcher. When he's on, but
yes.
Northwestern really hoping for that version of Grunkmeyer here this afternoon.
Not hoping, needing it.
Ryan Drum to hit in the right-handed batter's box. Hard down the line, a ground ball. It's past the outstretched glove of McElpatrick. 1 will come in, 2 in easy. Here comes 3. A 3 RBI double. Ryan Drum. First pitch off the tip of the fingers of Grunkmeyer, and all of a sudden, we have a bit of a ball game in Evanston.
Drum just completely flipped this game on its head now. 6 runs in this inning alone, and now the comment I made earlier about the hits and runs not adding up, it's starting to add up a little bit more. Butler, 7 hits total, 6 runs, man on second. Grunkmeyer's first pitch.
Drum now out at second. The double play out of order. And here is the top of the Butler lineup. Solomon. The pitch. Inside.
It is of note that Butler did make some substitutions, so Jack Bello is not going to be hitting.
It will be Will Burgess, who had a double. So
he did.
Don't count him out. And I've seen him have quite a few of those. The 1-0 to A.J. Solomon is outside. 2-0 now to the second baseman, an RBI spot. Our score is 11-6. All 6 of those runs coming in this 6th inning.
Solomon has struck out twice today, one of those looking.
Swing and a miss, a big whiff from Solomon. He saw a pitch he liked, and he took a hearty hack.
Yeah, just a little bit early there, and if that made contact, that one looked like it could have gone yard. So
1 out. Here it comes. Sawed off and foul.
Into Isabella Street.
Back onto Isabella Street. A.J. Solomon was up 2-0, and now the count is even. Grunkmeyer trying to put him down any way he can. He comes set. He deals. Taken outside. Solomon, maybe the best eye on this team, leads them in walks. Has yet to reach today. He's 0 for 3. Now would be a better time than ever if you're Butler.
2 games ago, it was on the 26 against Seton Hall. He did have 3 hits.
Here it is. Softly on the ground, scooped up by Kucherak. Throw across the diamond in time. That's the second out of the inning. Moving from second to third is Drum. Hands it to Page. Page spinning, moving, dancing. Oh, yeah. Arrington Page and one. How about it? Dribbling, moving, stepping back. 3-ball. Yes, sir. K.J. Wyndham. And it's 60-30 Cats. He gets it in the corner, feeds Mullins in the mid-range. West wide open. Dribble. 3. Yes, sir. Hodgins taking it up the floor. She surveys, head on a swivel. Lash gets it near the GW logo at center court. Hodgins drives, left side, layup, nothing. Thomas offensive board, dishes it back out. Lau lets it go. She gets it to fall. Dish to the left wing. Gets it right back. Top of the wing, she drives. Right block. Layup with a hand in her face. Great defense, Righeimer. Rebound, Northwestern. They're going to switch directions. Lau barrels into the paint. No one in her way. Layup, good. 8 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock. Jayhawks lead 2-0. Lau dribbles with her left hand. Far baseline for Thomas. Now Sullivan in the middle of the paint. Double teamed. Does not matter. Grace Sullivan gets it to go on the fadeaway. And it's 2-2. 8 minutes to go in the first. Handoff. Evans has some space. Jumping in the way is Sullivan. Wide open down the floor. She barrels into the paint and gets the layup in transition. A scoop and a score for Grace Sullivan. She leads Northwestern in steals and did it again that time, her 9th on the season. Sullivan into the paint. Back for Harder. Harder is open. She lets it fly. She connects. And Northwestern is up 6-1 early in the first. 7 minutes on the clock. Northwestern needing a quick shot. 50 seconds to go. Lau to Walton. Walsh. They need to get a shot off. Williams to Lau. Lau heaves it up and connects. So don't count the Cats out quite yet. Floats it to Walsh. Walsh quickly to Harder. Northwestern needs a shot, 16 seconds. Walton dribbling to Walsh. She shoots. She gets it to go. 3-point game. Northwestern not done yet. Reed dribbles. Page up top. Unwinds for 3. Arrington Page from downtown. 22-7. Cats lead.
Having a 6'11" guy that's able to knock down a 3 like that, that's just so tough to stop.
Something that Matt Nicholson, for all of his beautiful traits, was not able to do. Not a 3-point shooter. A big man who can do that opens up your offense.
Indeed.
Definitely. Hand to Abdullah. McNair. Good sidestep dribble. 3-pointer with a hand in his face. Good. 22-10. Boston University, some mojo finally on offense.
McNair, again, he's a 3-point shooter. They got to get him going if they want to get back into this one. He's made 2 in a row now.
High ball screen, Martinelli gets it right back. Floater, no good. Page, offensive rebound, loses it down low, and the Terriers come back in transition. Less than 8 minutes to go in the first half. 22-10 our score. 20 on the shot clock. Defty, the big man up top, guarded by Martinelli. Martinelli, some physical defense. Handoff, McNair, heat check, he's hot. Another 3 for McNair. That is now 3 threes in the past few minutes.
Rattled it home, yeah, spun around a little bit, hit the backboard, every part of the rim, but shots are falling right now for number 20 for the Terriers.
And all of a sudden, the lead is now single digits for Northwestern. Pass down low for Martinelli, a whistle, a foul, and we will take a brief media timeout. Don't go anywhere. For Aiden Weiss, I'm Sammy Krimstein. You're listening to Northwestern men's basketball on WNUR Sports. Cats lead 22-13 over Boston University. He steps back to throw over the middle. Caught by Wilde on the slant again. And with a man in his face. First down Northwestern. The Wilde-Stone connection looking smooth. Stone in the gun. Handoff, Komalafe works through a man, and he works through the line. Touchdown, Northwestern, and the Cats lead with under 5 minutes to go. Caleb Komalafe, the touchdown. Steps back to throw, looking, time, steps up, he's stopped, met by a pair of Northwestern defenders. Najee Story making the hit, and the Cats take over with 3 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes on the clock. Here we are after the warning. Komalafe to the right side, has some space, works through a tackler up to the 20. First down, Northwestern. And I would imagine Penn State will have to burn a timeout here. Western midfield. Stone over the middle. Picked off by Oregon. It's Betcher. Betcher heads in the other direction. He jumps over a man at the 30. He jukes at the 25, brought down at the 22. Moore drops back to throw. Blitz coming. Throws it left side. His counterpart Moore on the sideline, incomplete. Josh Fussell in his face. Moore hands it off to the running back Hill Jr. Hill Jr. has space. The 30, the 20, the 10, and that is an easy touchdown for Oregon. Dier Hill Jr., the freshman. 2nd and 9. Stone to throw. He looks. This is deep for Wilde. It's caught past the 50 at the 43. And that's the first explosive play we've seen from Northwestern. 13 minutes on the clock, 7-0 Ducks. Second quarter, they're at their own 43. First down and 10. Handoff. Hughes up the middle behind his blockers. Dog pile forms, and the Cats contain it at a yard or two.
I'm liking the battle up front. I'm watching that very intently. And note, so far, both teams have showed some pretty good fight. Neither team is really imposing their will up front. And that's something that I would expect Oregon to not be very happy about, and Northwestern to be pretty happy about that so far.
2nd down and 8 for Oregon. At their own 46, 12:20 on the clock. Hand off, Hughes has plenty of room. Jukes a man past the marker. First down, Ducks past the 40 to the 38.
And that was a great play drawn up there by Oregon. Kind of caught Northwestern slipping there, and it leads to a big gain.
Ball carrier was Jay Harris. Oregon has a running back room full of 7 legitimate guys that all get carries. Harris, the back again, number 22. 2 receivers to either side. Moore drops back to throw. He has all day. He goes downfield. The target, Benson, out of bounds. Good coverage by Josh Fussell. How about Josh Fussell? If you follow WNUR Sports, you saw our very own Adam Beck catch up with him earlier this week, but he's really emerged into a legitimate guy in the Northwestern secondary.
Yes, he has, and he spoke a lot about the leadership from other guys and his improvement overall in this season. It seems like he's really come into his own this year.
Lamar now the running back. Moore in the gun. Trips to his right side. Northwestern sends a blitz. It's Fussell. But here comes Moore on the run. And an incredible throw to his counterpart, DeCorian Moore, for the first down. Under pressure, as he was being dragged to the ground, he got the football out. And those are the kind of throws that maybe turned some heads. There are plenty of NFL scouts in attendance today, and that's an NFL caliber throw.
Oh, yes. I mean, you can't really do much more if you're Northwestern there. Just a great throw, great catch there by the 2 Moores on Oregon.
First down from the 28-yard line, Oregon driving. Perry receives it, held up short, was going side to side, trying to find a seam and could not do it.
It's a great tackle there by, who is that? 29 for Northwestern. The backside safety.
John Stevens Jr. So it will be 2nd down and about 10 for Oregon. Moore. Sends a motion for his running back. Gives it right to him. It's Lamar. Lamar dragged to the ground. He was trying his best to stay up. But for Northwestern, it was Robert Fitzgerald saying, you got to go down.
Right, the leading tackle for Northwestern, Robert Fitzgerald, coming down and making a pretty good tackle there, holding on for dear life.
Big play here. Ball at the 24-yard line. Moore looking to get a few yards. 3rd down and 7 for the Ducks. Play clock at 10. Northwestern fans making plenty of noise. Moore drops back to throw. Blitz coming. Throws it left side. His counterpart Moore on the sideline, incomplete. Josh Fussell in his face.